So I just wanted to do an update on my surgery that I had back January the 5th. Tomorrow will make it 4 weeks post-surgery. So I just wanted to, in case you're watching my updates on this, and because you might be getting it, my experience comes from a completely positive place. So I may talk about things like not having kids anymore with the most utter happiness. And so if you're depressed about your surgery because you cannot have children anymore, please don't watch this video, only because I will make you mad because I don't want any more children. So I will make that a positive thing, not a negative thing. But on the other hand, if you are here to hear my update because you are also done with children and you need to have a hysterectomy, this is the place. So as you can see, I'm pretty cheerful. So yeah, I'm pretty cheerful. The fact that I can't have children anymore is so happy. So if I were to still have a uterus, I probably would have already started my period this week or next week. So I'm so glad I'm not looking forward to that. In fact, I'll probably gift all my tampons to some woman who needs them. I should do that. I should go count how many I have and give them to a friend or something. But so yeah, for my first video, I was talking about, it was barely like my second or third day when I filmed it. I was just a little sore. I was complaining about the gas that rises up to your shoulders once you have the surgery. So yeah, so about a week post-op, the gas finally like left my body and I felt much better. 4 weeks forward, as I am now, I had my first doctor's appointment last week or a week and a half ago, and I'm gonna have another appointment on the 16th, and that's when she's supposed to clear me for my normal duties like exercising, heavy lifting, being retarded, and all that stuff. So I told her post-op week 1. By that Saturday or that Sunday, I was already driving, even though I kind of wasn't supposed to. But I mean, I was at my mom's, and I just needed to get back to my home life and take care of my house and my kids and get back to doing things, even though my mother didn't want me to. She wanted me just to lay low. But honestly, 1 week out, I felt completely normal. The driving was a little scary at first because I was afraid like intestines would just rip apart and all this bad shit would happen inside me. But it didn't. I did drive more carefully. I won't lie, I did, because I could feel it once I started braking and accelerating. I could feel like a burning in my stomach, like if I had done a bunch of sit-ups. So that's probably bad, right? Even on my doctor's appointment, I told her, I go, look, I had to start driving a week after. And she's like, no, you're fine. Just don't overdo it. And I was like, okay. And she's like, well, you're healing just fine anyways. So you go ahead and you do what you need to do, mama. So I was like, all right, cool. I haven't drank anything. I haven't had alcohol. What else? Not because doctors restricted me, just because I'm still kind of paranoid, because I've heard that alcohol thins the blood, and if something's bleeding in there, it needs to clot up. So I've kind of stayed away from alcohol, or I have actually. I've just felt really good. I haven't had any complications. I haven't had any pain. I don't know, maybe it's phantom pain, but I have had like little sharp pains here and there on the sides, but I don't know if that's my ovaries or if that's phantom pain from my fallopian tubes. Because if you remember from my first video, my fallopian tubes did have some fibroids or cysts on them. What is this little flying thing? They did have some stuff on it. So and I wouldn't be surprised either. I was watching other videos that in the future coming up, when I do maybe this will happen, that I'll start having a phantom menstrual cycle. So hopefully that won't happen to me, because I would be fucking pissed. I don't want to have phantom anything. No phantoms here. But other than that, I'm actually healing quite well. Lots of my scabs have already fallen off on my stomach. So it looks normal again. The only thing I can't wait to start exercising again is because since I'm not able to use my core to like lift stuff or do things, it's like really out of shape. So if I lift something, I can feel everything try to contract, but like everything, it just feels like it's drunk in there, like it doesn't know what to do. So, and also when I try and stretch, I feel some resistance, some tugging inside, and that's mainly from my belly button. And I had, before I went to the doctor, I had like a hard ball behind my belly button, and before I had my doctor's appointment, I was kind of freaking out in my head because I legitimately thought I had a hernia. So, of course, me being stupid, I go on WebMD, YouTube, and I start Googling the shit out of hernias. So I went all hypochondriac again in my head, and I brought this up to the doctor. I said, hey, I have this weird ball. It's hard behind my belly button. It doesn't feel normal. And she felt it, and she's like, oh, that's completely normal. Sometimes, you know, once we stitch up the belly button, there'll be a big clot of blood that pools up behind your belly button. But within time, it does dissipate. It goes away. Which she was right, because considering from like the first week to now, that little ball, it's pretty much gone. There's only like maybe a real small one left, and that area feels all soft and wobbly or whatever. Because before, you would touch it and you would feel like a ball. And that's why I started freaking out. So I cannot wait to go for the 16th to be here, so she can be like, all right, you're cool. Because I really want to exercise, because like I said, it just feels like jello in there. It hasn't been used in 4 weeks. It's just, I need to work something out. But yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to update you on that. Like I said, all positive. Everything feels good. No more cramps. I feel completely fine. I don't know if I'm just a freak of nature, because I guess they were talking about me at the doctor's office. I don't know if she has this written on my chart, but I remember in my video, I specifically said I've only had one painkiller, and that was because of that second day. That gas was awful. So I had to take a painkiller just to like knock that shit out. But that was the only time I ever took pain meds. I never even took pain meds at the hospital. I thought I was on pain meds because I had an IV, but it turns out it wasn't. It was just like, you know, the stuff that they give you so you won't dehydrate or whatever. That was what was in my IV. So anyways, that day when I went to go to the doctor, the medical assistant was taking my vitals and all that stuff, and she goes, so, the doctor tells me you have not, no, because she asked me, she goes, how's everything going? Have you been keeping up with your pain meds? And I go, nah, I never even filled it. And she goes, oh, yeah, the doctor told me you were never on pain pills. And I was like, the doctor? Who's talking shit? Or not talking shit. Who's talking about me? What the hell? So, yeah, so I guess I was the talk around the office that I was never on painkillers, even though I had like abdominal surgery or whatever. But I mean, I told her, I go, well, the doctor must have done a really good job. She's a really good seamstress, because she stitched me up real good, and I felt fine. I've been completely fine this whole time. But for reals, I didn't feel any pain. So this laparoscopic surgery is amazing, because I didn't feel any pain whatsoever. Like, she's really good at what she did. So yeah, if you're in El Paso, go see Dr. Genevieve Garcia. Girlfriend knows how to sew and work a robot. But pretty much that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.